You're listening to America Overnight. We're continuing tonight with our special episode with the contributors of the FBC Zine's Oceanview Guestbook. We'll be hearing another unexplained and surreal experience. Ghosts, ghouls, goblins, or gags? We'll let you come to your own conclusions. Tonight we'll be hearing a story from Alia, who's calling in from Germany. Thank you for being here to share your story.
Happy to be here. I was taking the overnight train across India with my family to visit a distant family member. We almost missed the train and had to rush. We barely made it on board. After we settled in for the evening, the rest of my family quickly fell asleep, but I chose to relax and listen to music on the top bunk. We were headed through very rural areas, so it was hard to see anything out of the dark windows of the train. About an hour or two into the trip, all of the lights on the train suddenly cut out, leaving only the red emergency lights on as the train slowly came to a stop. Since my family was asleep, I decided to go out and check to see if someone knew what had happened. As I walked out of the cabin, I could only see the red of the emergency lights. So, I used my phone as a flashlight. Since it was so late and dark outside, I could see nothing but my murky reflection off the dark glass as I walked up the aisle of the train. It was really quiet. I felt like I couldn't even hear other people moving in their cabins. Maybe they'd already fallen asleep too. I was about halfway to the next car when I heard this strange sound behind me, but when I turned, I didn't see anything there. I thought it was just my imagination, or maybe the wind outside. I continued on and stepped into the next train car, closing the door behind me. I took a few steps, and then I heard the door close again. This time, I knew I hadn't imagined it. But when I turned again, I found myself still alone. I began to feel the sense of panic start to set in. I felt eyes on me, and I started to breathe heavily, and then I heard it again. Footsteps. But this time I didn't turn around. Instead, I caught the reflection of some unmistakable form reaching towards me in the corner of my eye. I broke into a run to the next car and screamed when I ran full force into someone. It was a train attendant who asked me if I was all right. When I finally turned around, there was nothing behind me. He then told me to go back to my cabin, as the train would be repaired shortly. I stood there, frozen, for a while, until he escorted me back. I never heard the footsteps as we headed to my cabin.
Do you think someone else was walking around on the train? There are a lot of passengers, after all.
What I saw in the glass wasn't a person. It was something else. I'm never going on a train ever again.
I don't think anyone would want to be stuck on a train without power, much less at night. Those red emergency lights can be nightmare fuel for our imaginations. Listeners, what do you think happened to Alia? Have you ever had anything strange happen to you on public transportation? Something to ponder, but for now, it's time for a message from tonight's sponsor. America Overnight will be right back.
Do you love Remedy Entertainment's video games Alan Wake and Control? Interested in seeing what a fandom can create when it comes together? Then keep your eye out for the FBC Zine, Oceanview Guestbook, coming this fall.